As you rise up in status, you will notice that you will be suddenly attracting more haters, more threats, more personal attacks from low-value individuals, both male and female, okay? It's just especially pathetic when a male does it, okay? I don't even want to say man, when a male does it, okay? Because in order to be a man actually takes strength, takes mental maturity, and any guy who like throws shade at another guy is not a man, he is a male, beta male, okay? Beta male, a weak ass little bitch, okay? But you have to understand, guys, as you move up in status, right? You might think like, oh, I'm gonna get all these accolades, people are gonna be so happy for me, oh, everyone's gonna love me. Not so much, right? Not so much. Yes, you will have people who love you. You will have people who support you, who will be happy for you, right? Those are gonna be generally guys who are more secure with themselves, first of all. Guys who are more mentally mature. Guys who a lot of times will be a little more enlightened, I want to say. Might be operating at a higher mental paradigm. They won't see your success as a threat, as low-value males will, okay? And low-value females, for that matter. As you move up in the world, as you become more successful, you are going to open yourself up to people who are going to want to pull the rug out from underneath you, right? And some may be even family members. Some may be even close friends, right? I remember when I started to get good at pickup, it was like the mid-90s. I had an 8-girl dating rotation in the mid-90s. And every single one of these girls is pretty cute. And I remember I had a best friend, okay? My best friend at the time, I don't want to mention his name, but my best friend at the time thought he had my back. We used to go clubbing together. We used to do like pretty much game together, right? I remember at one point I started to kind of like outcompete him. I started to get more girls than him, better looking girls. Some of the girls he wasn't able to get, I was able to get. So instead of being happy for me, instead of supporting me, and instead of trying to learn from me, which I was more than willing to help him. I was more than willing to teach this guy. He was my best friend. Instead of doing that, he went to each and every one of these girls behind my back and talked massive shit. He was like, you know what? He's seeing this girl, this girl, this girl, and this girl, right? Even though I pretty much told those girls, hey, you're not my girlfriend, I'm not looking for a girlfriend, and I am seeing other women. But he's like specifically went to each one of them and told them specific details, like he slept over there last night. Oh, he had sex with this girl last night. I wouldn't put up with that, you know, and he started like feeding a few of these girls in their ear, and I lost a couple of them. Not all of them, but I lost like 2 of them. I think he pushed the truth a little further than what was actually happening. But he pushed the truth a little further, and I lost 2 of them. The other 5 didn't care. They just kept dating me, and they looked at him as what he was low value, right? But the fact that this guy went behind my back, just when we were starting to get success, we were both starting to get success. We were both starting to move up in the world, but I was moving just a little bit faster than he was, and it was too much of a threat for him. It busted on his ego a little too much, and he was doing the same thing I was doing, and he decided to turn into Captain Save-A-Ho, and all of a sudden one day he's like, yeah, not cool, man, not cool to treat this girl like that, not cool. I'm like, treat her like what? I'm like, she knows I'm dating other women, what's the problem? So that was like one of my first real examples, or real experiences, I could say, of finally just moving up in the world, not really financially, but even though we were both kind of doing financially okay at the time, but more like romantically with women, with the opposite sex, where he saw that as a threat, you know. And I mean, I could think of other examples as well when I started to move up in status financially. Like, the amount of attacks I began to I began to experience from not only people I knew, but people that I didn't know. You know, this is when social media started to come about, like just random attacks from different people, like, you know, on YouTube, for example, or on Facebook, or on my Instagram, right? When I first started my Instagram. Now it's like I get them every once in a while, but just understand, fellas, as you move up in the world, you will begin to open yourself up to not only people who love you, but also people who hate you, right? And I believe there's an old saying, like, you can judge the amount of your success or the level of your success by the amount of haters you have, right? It's true, it's true. As you grow and expand, the more successful you become, the higher population of haters you'll have in your life. I have not had a single person attack me, hate on me, or throw shade at me that wasn't low value, right? Every single one of them didn't really have anything going on in life. They weren't on their own grind. They didn't have a path and purpose of their own. For the most part, they were just coping with life. They were not successful. I mean, you'll find this to be a common theme with people who attack you. People who attack you, people who throw shade at you, people who try to cut you down, people who try to hold you back. 100% of the time, without fail, it's because they themselves are not successful and you are threatening. I mean, they are so weak that you are threatening this reality, this safe reality that they've created for themselves, where everybody else is sucking at life just as bad as they are, so that they don't have to get on their grind and they don't have to work on themselves and they don't have to improve themselves. So it almost like relieves them of the responsibility of needing and having to take action in their own lives by hating on you, criticizing your grind, and bullshitting themselves into believing that you suck or you cheated your way to the top, you're not worthy of it, you know, your success, or whatever else they need to tell themselves in order to keep their delusional reality intact. It's very sad, and this is basically the common theme that plays out for people who are that weak, right? They will need to attack people that they see on the rise, that they see growing, becoming bigger, becoming larger, expanding, right? Sad. It's sad that they're that weak. It's even more sad of the fact that they think that they're fooling you. They think that you can't see past their bullshit, right? Because they bullshitted themselves to the point where they actually believe in what they're saying. They actually believe that they're not sucking at life, that they're not failing, that they're not coping, right? By putting you down and by like throwing shade at you and criticizing your grind, criticizing your success, criticizing the value that you're adding to the world, they're falsely making themselves feel like they're on your level, if that makes sense, right? If that makes sense. Funny thing about haters is they really don't think they're sucking at life. They don't think they're failing at life, even though every sign in their life points to the fact that they are sucking and they are failing at life. From their bank account, to their lifestyle, to their eating habits, to the fact that a lot of them have no friends, no social life, nobody that they're dating, nobody that wants to stay around them. Even family members don't want to be around them because they know that they are negative, that they're toxic, so that even they don't want to be around them. So when it comes to you and they see you out there growing, expanding, becoming successful, rising up in status, it's just too much for them to bear, and they need to attack you. They need to take you down a notch, right? They need to bring you down to their level so that they don't have to take on the responsibility of getting on their grind themselves. It's so pathetic how weak they are. So understand that, guys, as you rise up in status, you're gonna have plenty of these types of people, low value males and low value females, constantly criticizing the value you're bringing into the world, the people that you're helping, the way that you're helping them. I mean, any little thing you're doing wrong where they can personally attack you. It's sad. It's super, super sad, super pathetic. The worst part is they're so focused on you and other people who are like you, who are rising up in status, that they never even take a second to look in the mirror and judge themselves and criticize themselves. The pure definition of a narcissist, right? And at the end of the day, that's what all haters are. All haters, and I've done a coaching video on this, all haters are in fact narcissists. All haters are in fact narcissistic, because they think that they matter so much, that their opinion matters so much, that they need to let you know about it, even though you have no clue who they are, right? They need to let you know about it, even though you have like millions of followers or hundreds of thousands of followers and they have zero, even though they're operating from a faceless profile and fake account, right? They don't even have the balls to stand in front of what they say using their real social media, which a lot of haters do. They hide, right? They hide behind this faceless profile and fake account so that they can throw shade at you and get their 2-second dirty high without you having the ability to respond back to a real account. But instead, their fake account, where they can keep their identity safe and protect it and protect their ego. It's so pathetic. It's so pathetic how weak they are, and how they will never find their grind. They will never find their path and purpose. Matter of fact, their path and purpose and their grind becomes hating on people who are on their grind and on their path and purpose. How pathetic is that? Okay? How pathetic is that? But as you rise up in the world, that's what you're going to be opening yourself up to. Okay? But you will also be opening yourself up to a lot of high value people, a lot of high value social circles, a lot of high value connections, a lot of high value dating partners, a lot of high value experiences, a lot of high value options. Look at me, I'm out here in Vegas. I could stay out here all month, and I have pretty much, right? I've stayed out here all month, staying here at the Palazzo. Okay, staying here at the Palazzo. Back when I wasn't on my grind, I couldn't come out to Vegas. I grew up in San Francisco. You know where I had to go? I had to go to Reno, Nevada, if I wanted to gamble. And you know what? I couldn't even afford like a Motel 6 back then. I couldn't even afford to stay in a Motel 6. Me and my girlfriend at the time, my college girlfriend, you know where we stayed? We stayed in my car. At the time I had a Mustang GT, right? I believe it was like an 88 Mustang, or yeah, it was like an 88, 87 Mustang GT. It was used, obviously, so we slept in that car. I had no money for the hotel. Could barely afford to like buy food outside of McDonald's or fast food. I mean, now it's like, dude, I get to stay at the Palazzo. I stayed in the best hotels. I get the best service. All the dudes in my social circle are high value. They have their own businesses. Some of these guys are making like $1 million per month, hundreds of thousands per month even. Right? Dudes are just crushing it. Do you think these dudes are hating on my grind? No. You think I'm hating on theirs? No. Why? Because we're just too busy on our own path and purpose. We don't have time for that. We're not trying to take each other down. We're not threatened by each other's success. But you know who is? Low value males and low value females. And that's something you will experience as you rise up in status. And with that said, I'm gonna wrap up here. Until next time, this is Matt Cross from AlphaMaleSecrets. Don't forget to smash that like button below. Also, hit that notification bell right next to it so you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. More importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Very important you subscribe, helps me out a ton, so please make sure you're subscribed as well. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, that's right, I said it, red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content that I'm teaching you even further, the best way to do that is by becoming a premium subscriber of my premium AlphaMaleSecrets channel, which I'm hosting on a private platform away from YouTube. And obviously I'm doing that to protect my premium content from YouTube in the event they shut my channel down one day, which, hey, look at what's happening with all these other red pill channels, right? They're getting shut down. So if that happens and you're one of my premium subscribers, all of my premium AlphaMaleSecrets content, great videos like the one you just watched, will be protected, and you will still be able to access them. You will still be able to access them on our premium AlphaMaleSecrets channel. which again, I'm hosting on a private platform that's encrypted. I'm paying for it. It's secure. Right now, the first month is only $1. It's only $1 for the entire first month of premium Alpha Male Secrets content from me, okay? So it's only $1 to become a premium subscriber of it. And all you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. Just takes 2 seconds, so do that now. And I will see you in my next coaching video.